Talk my shit again.
Yo. What it do? It's your boy Cassius Cliff, and I'm just here to talk my shit again. I promise you, I'm gonna try to keep it short, but I got quite a bit to say. Why? Just because this is my first video, obviously, that I'm releasing, and I'm excited. I'm actually a little anxious. Well, also because the game's about to come on too, but like, hey, it's all good. It's all good. We about to be in the link today. We playing the Commanders at 1 o'clock. We're gonna be in front of our home crowd, and I promise you, we're gonna put a beating on these boys. I'm telling you, like, the way that we're about to really impress the league, because people want to talk, they want to talk a lot of shit about how we're not doing this, we're not playing like last year. And if y'all watch the games, y'all can see these teams are playing us differently. They're playing us real different, and we're having to adjust. Big deal. Big deal. But guess what? We're 3-0. We're finding different ways to win, and it's not ticking boxes for other people. Me as a fan, sure, I don't want to see us play a little more aggressive when it comes to timely throws or even like continue to stay on the run. We've been doing that the last 2 weeks, and that's been great. But obviously, we weren't giving the ball to a guy that we acquired in DeAndre Swift over the offseason, not nearly enough for week 1. I mean, in the last 2 games, he got a healthy dose of the ball, and he has 308 yards. He's second in rushing behind Christian McCaffrey. And you think that if he didn't get the ball in week 1, the way he got in the last 2 weeks, he wouldn't have been a leader rushing the league? It's very possible. Who knows? We're not there right now. All I know is we're winning the way that we feel like we need to win week in and week out. That's at having us at 3-0 right now. So all the extra noise, if you can really miss me with it, because it doesn't matter. At least not at this point. When we lose, obviously we'll probably have to really look at things closely. But right now, we're using what works, and we're continually trying to improve. Obviously, where we can improve in the passing game. I mean, Jalen hasn't been dotting it up like we did see last year. And again, that has to do with who we played. Now, we're not going to harp on that too much. Why? Because we're finding different ways to do it. And really and truly today, when it comes to our opponent, the Commanders, I'm not even worried. Why am I not worried? I mean, if you actually pay attention, Sam Howell's the most sacked quarterback in the league right now. And if you saw what we did to Baker Mayfield last year, I'm telling you, he's in for it. I'm just a messenger. You ain't got to come kill me. You ain't got to come try to shoot me. I'm just the messenger, okay? I'm just here to talk my shit, and I'm just going to keep it moving. That's why I'm doing it through this medium right now, all right? But other than that, like, he's the most sacked quarterback in the league right now. That's one thing. When it comes to rushing the ball, like, sure, they've been rushing it decent. But we stopping and we keeping guys under 50 yards per game. When I tell you, I'm not worried, because they're going to play right into our hand. And once they play into our hand, now we can actually see the impressive win that everybody's been begging and wanting and waiting for. But let me get into it a little further. I got some clips to share with y'all. They kind of break down. They kind of give a little credence to what I'm saying. All right? So, right here. If y'all did a little research, prior to the game playing against us, Tampa Bay, they was allowing under 4 yards per carry. Under 4 yards. Now, if you see in this another angle, the way the Red Sea was parted as if Moses was up there blocking for DeAndre Swift, that's what our line can do. And that's what we've been able to do since last year and really even beyond. But last year, like, clearly we were one of the better rushing teams. It ain't any different this year. So, given that Washington is allowing a lot of yards rushing themselves, they're allowing, I believe, over 128, if not 128 yards per rushing a game. We're averaging more than that. I'm not saying we about to run all over them, because this is a divisional opponent. This is a divisional rival. We know how those can go sometimes. Styles make fights. Right? They do. But when I tell you, and I'm going to show you, really, this right here, this neck pillow, this is what you put on and you're feeling good about your upcoming matchup, about your next endeavor, about your next conquest. the next meal on the menu is the Commanders. And this is how I'm about to eat this meal. I know this D-line is about to have and wreak havoc. But we're still on the offense right now. Let's move on. Right here. They're saying he's not throwing the ball the way he should. Yes, he has a couple turnovers. And I would say that first one to DeAndre Swift, that was a miscommunication. Whatever. The second one, he took a shot. The guy made a great play. Cool. But if you tell me right here, with this protection, especially given how they playing this guy this year, they drop 7 guys back, and this is the team that blitzes the quarterback the most when it comes to passing downs. You can look it up. Just look it up. And you'll see they blitz the most on passing downs, but yet they drop 7 back for Jalen Hurts, who can't throw. Does that make sense to you? Does this look like it makes sense to you? I don't know. But what I do see, Zacchaeus, who was a new acquisition this offseason, he's being thrown in a space where it's an anticipation throw, where nobody's at. And this is zone coverage. But Jalen uses the protection. He anticipates where he's going to go. They already have clearly a communication during practice, because you shouldn't even have this much time to pass the ball, let alone that shouldn't be the guy you're going to when it comes to your first, second, third option on the play. But yet and still, Jalen took that shot, and he cashed. Touchdown. Obviously, we want to see more of that. We just haven't seen it in high doses at this point in the season, which is why people have their criticisms. Cool, we hear you. What I do also want to hear is, congrats, you guys are 3-0, and you guys haven't been shown a lot of chink in your armor. But you won't hear that because people want to hate, and that's fine. But that's why I'm here to talk my shit, because y'all talk y'all's. And that's cool too, right? Hey, nobody got a problem with that. Neither do I. So it's all good. We're gonna keep it moving anyway. Now, we've seen 2 elements of the offense that's gonna probably help us be able to move the ball pretty easily on offense, and not have a lot of obstructions or really any pushback. Not too much, I don't think. We'll be able to establish the run, and then we'll be able to pass. I feel like that's very within the cards for us today, which is why I got this neck pillow on. Now, I'm going to go into another clip. It's going to be a defensive one. I don't think they're going to be able to pass the way they want to pass, and we know Eric B likes to do the screens. Look at what happens on this screen. I'm not saying this is exactly what's going to happen, but we do have a pretty good turnover differential right now. We're +4. The Commanders are -3. Again, you can look all these stats up that I'm throwing out, and you can even challenge me. That's cool too. I'm not above reproach, especially since I'm talking. So, hey, any feedback is good feedback. With that being said, we're up +4 on turnover differentials. They're -3. That was by a rookie. These guys on this defense are flying around. When I tell you we're ready for this matchup, we're ready to make a statement, especially against a team that ended our win streak last year, you've been warned. That being said, I appreciate y'all ears, y'all eyes, y'all support, the love, all that stuff. And I'm excited to go on this journey with y'all. Just because I feel like it's been long overdue, and really and truly, it's been time. So now that we're here, let's enjoy this together, man. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. And I'm going to check y'all later. We out.